Welcome, Financial Planning Tips Part 2. In this part, I'm going to be talking about creating a budget. That's the second financial planning tip. You should develop realistic budgets that account for both expenses, savings, and income. So, when you have a budget that accounts for that, it will be easier for you to achieve financial security. Now, let me break it down for you. Now, depending on your income, one way that you can create a budget around your income is for the next 30 days, try to list out everything you buy, everything you do, everything you purchase. For example, day 1, I purchased airtime, 200 naira. Write it down, airtime, food, this amount, transport, this amount, all of that. Day 2, do that for day till you get to day 30. Now, what will happen is that by the time you get to day 30, that will give you 30 days. That's a whole month. By the time you do a sum total of how much you have spent, and you are able to know the things you spend it on. Now, just spend the normal way you spend and list those things out. So by the time you look into that list and you see the total amount that you have spent, then check the list and see which of these things can I do without. Which of these things are recurring payments that I have to pay for all the time? For example, your data. Which of these is something that I can reduce? Maybe the amount you spend on food, maybe the amount you spend on data, maybe the amount, look at the ones you can reduce, look at the ones you can do without, and look at the ones that are recurring. It's going to help you to adjust for the second month. Now, depending on what your income is, you will be able to allocate a particular percentage or amount to everything that you do. Do you understand? If by the time you do it at the end of 30 days, if everything that you spend is about 60,000 naira, 65,000 naira, and your income is 100,000 naira, for example, by the time you look at the things you can adjust, the things you can reduce, and all of that, probably you'll be getting something like 45,000, 50,000 that you can budget your life around. That means that from that your 100,000, you need to allocate 50%, which is 50,000 naira, to your needs and wants and everything you do for the month. Then you make sure that you work your budget within that range. You work your expenses within that range. So you can be able to say, I'm going to save 20%. I'm going to use 10% for probably learning purposes. Maybe you want to enroll for courses or whatever. I want to use, just create a budget. So percentage going for this, percentage going for savings. Let there be a fixed percentage that goes for savings at the end of the month. Let there be a fixed percentage that goes for your normal expenses and a fixed percentage that goes for other things that you do also. So to help you, and by the time you keep this attitude, this habit consistently over a period of time, you will find out that you have much money in your savings, and even though your income increases or reduces, you wouldn't have that much worry, because you have been able to achieve a certain level of financial security. I hope this helps. Drop a comment in this comment section, and please subscribe to this channel, like this particular video, share it to somebody, let them watch this particular video. I will see you in the part 3 of financial planning tips tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Subscribe to my channel.